Hi guys, we do hope everyone's been keeping really well and enjoying the wonderful weather we've been experiencing lately. Well, we thought we'd kick off this video by showing you our allotment, but from above this time, because you normally see it at ground level, just so you get an idea about what we're dealing with and the scale of things. From this view you can see that our plot is the one on the left hand side, and it's a stark contrast between the one on the left and the one on the right, mainly because we have concrete paths. Concrete paths are a lot harder to maintain than you could ever shake a stick at, I promise you. A lot of weeding needs to be done all the time because it only needs one weed showing and it sticks out like a sore thumb. Whereas any other plot you just don't notice it because it's surrounded by grass. But of course there is the advantage of actually being able to walk around from A to B without getting clogged up in mud. Hence a lot of people put a lot of paving slabs down or other things to walk upon. Just down from our shed you'll notice that we've got the beginnings of our food forest, which incidentally will be growing very big very soon. It's quite nice to see our plot from above like this because it gives you an idea about how much work we've been putting into this. Now to a brief tour, starting with bed number 1, and this is our herb bed. Well, it has a multitude of herbs apart from the lavender on the right hand side, and in the middle you might not notice it, but we've got a bay leaf pot as well. Now to bed number 2, we've got sugar snaps, chard, asparagus, cherry tree and a little bit of kale. In bed number 3 we have asparagus and a plum tree. Mainly asparagus this bed. Bed number 4 has our blueberries mainly with a water feature and also some herbs surrounding the pots. Bed number 5 we have corn, chives, sunflowers and courgettes. Quite a mixture there, and pretty much the same as number 6 too. Almost identical apart from some extra pumpkins in this bed. Bed number 7 has almost exactly the same as bed number 6. So if we go to the end here, we've got our garlic bed on the left hand side, and of course we've got walking stick kale, horseradish, pumpkin and courgettes. I'm just going to fly the drone back to where we started just so you get an idea of what the beds look like, all in one smooth gentle movement. It's my beautiful wife there, busy at work on the blueberry bed. From above like this it looks very organised. Somehow down below it doesn't look quite as sharp as this, but of course it is. Now to the pathway to our little food forest. We've got lots of stuff growing in here. I'll do a separate video on this alone, but as you can see we've got a pathway that we've put between it to make it a lot easier, and that pathway is vitally important because this will be overgrown within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just to whet your appetite somewhat, we've got everything from gojo berries, kale, beets, and pretty much everything you can see in here will be instantly edible. We literally cannot wait to be able to see this food forest grow, as I'm sure you're curious too. This whole area on the left hand side was so densely packed with rocks, builders rubble and ground that you really couldn't grow anything in, and we did try, but we had to dig it all up in the end. It took us forever to do, but it's there and ready to grow now. Looks quite good, doesn't it? It's all come together quite beautifully. It's so gratifying looking at the plot like this and just seeing how it's sort of developed and what it's going to look like in the future too. And now for the last view from above. Now you can see it all in its entirety. Looks great, doesn't it? Well, let's skip ahead now 4 weeks and look how much this has developed. It's already started to grow quite a lot, and we're only halfway through its growing cycle, so this is literally going to double or more as you're looking upon it. Okay, so now back to us busy at work.